Good froggy morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Alrighty, we are on the Pocket 3 with a new firmware update from yesterday, and they introduced a lossless 2x zoom. Now, you cannot tap it while recording. You have to zoom first and then hit record. But then on top of that, you get another 2x digital. So technically you're getting a 4x zoom now with the Pocket 3. There were some other minor updates as well. From what I just watched, when it is zoomed in, you do not have active track, so I've zoomed it back out. Like I said, you cannot zoom in while recording. They did add, I think, log to webcam, which the one guy's like, Denny Black's like, I don't know who would use that, but okay. Yeah, they made a couple little adjustments, but it is kind of nice that you can just tap on the 4K 60 and it zooms in. I didn't know how to do it yesterday. I was like trying to figure it out when I watched Danny Black's video. He showed, you press where it says 4K 60 and there's like two arrows on a diagonal. You press that and it punches it in lossless 2 times. From what everybody else has tested, it is very, very clear. So they're cropping the sensor, which makes me think maybe some of these renders of multiple lenses on the Pocket 4 or Pocket 4 Pro could be accurate. Alrighty, we'll use Princess as a subject, and then we'll switch over to zoom. So it's already zoomed in 2 times, now it's zoomed in 4 times. So that you'll lose a little bit of quality, but that versus that. So certain shots that might be very helpful for going into the future with this thing. Again, the fact that you can't do it while recording is kind of a bummer, but it's the way all these cameras seem to do things anymore. Yeah, I can see me playing around with this today, but on some adventures I can see it being helpful. Now you don't, like I said, you don't have active track, so I can't like tap on her and make it track her when it's zoomed in like that. So it can focus though. Yeah, and they changed the there's a focus breathing too, so it stops it from trying to go in and out, which might help when raindrops hit the windshield. I can kind of keep that from going out of focus going forward. So, alright, little girl's hungry. She had a lot of problems yesterday, but today she come running down right to her food dish. So, and she is nomming down. Nom 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 nom. And once again, just to give you an idea how close I was, now we're at the 20mm versus 40mm with the Pocket 3. Well, they're still making progress with this thing. Boy, I tell you what though, the Mic Minis connecting to this camera versus the Mic 2s, very impressive, considering the Mic 2s came with this camera. Alright, it's dental stick time. Everybody's happy. Alrighty, well, it's really weird because we got 34 degrees on the one app and my Celsius app is saying it's 0 out. I would have thought that would have been about 2 degrees plus, but I'm not sure. That's why I'm kind of looking at them both. Alright, getting Princess out, gonna let her walk down by the vet. Still got a little bit of a froggy morning and frost and fog. So, figure it's like about 7:30. Did anybody out there watch The Nanny back in the day? I remember watching early seasons. I never kept with it near at the end when the butler and the when Cece and Niles actually supposedly fell in love. So it keeps coming up on my YouTube feed, mostly in shorts, but I actually found an entire like video for it. So I was just watching that. It's funny how some of these shows, they had to do something to keep the ratings going. So, oh yeah. Back to a little bit chilly this morning. I didn't look what the high is supposed to be today. I think it said it was going to go up to 11 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be pretty warm. But I'm going to pay attention to the apps because the other day when I said what it was, and it was because of it's not really, ×2 or whatever it is. There's a much more detailed calculation. So, I think what really I was watching Ken Slovis, and he said what it was Celsius, and then he put the Fahrenheit up there. I'm sitting there going, that doesn't even seem remotely right, but now when I'm looking at it, I guess, it is. Anywho, alrighty, it's a beautiful morning. Get out for a nice little refreshing walk here. Play around with the zoom thing on this a little bit, maybe if I can find something to aim at other than Priya. And we'll look at the clarity versus. So, yeah, right now I have it not on zoom. So just for instance, we'll just switch that over. We'll just do in. So that's just the regular zoom. Bring it back. And there is the lossless zoom. But then you have the ability to then crop that even more. So, interesting little update, in my opinion. It really does make me think of what are they doing for the next model that they introduce that firmware update, or are they not working on, or are they not releasing another model yet? It seems like this came out 2023. The predecessor, the 2, came out, I believe, in 2021, 2020, something like that. I know it was out for quite a while. I really did contemplate getting it throughout the time and just never did it. Like I've been saying though, this is basically a mini version of the OM series gimbals for the phones. Definitely a lot less conspicuous, easier to kind of film around with. If you need to put it away, you flip the screen. If you use that, which I didn't think I was going to. I really thought I was going to leave the screen vertical all the time because I was afraid it was going to get damaged. But it's a pretty tough camera. I mean, I don't do things that are going to damage it. Forget whose video I watched the other day, and yeah, I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. But they've got some pretty good scarring on their Pocket 3 because it's literally fallen off while riding bike and hit the ground and slid, and they really felt like they got the DJI care for it, and they thought they were going to definitely use it, and they still haven't, not a single time, even though they've dropped it multiple times. So the camera is a lot tougher than a lot of people thought, and I haven't really heard a whole bunch. I know a lot of people were concerned about the Ace Pro being kind of potentially having some weak points, especially having the screen that flipped up with the cable in there. Everybody felt that was eventually going to wear out and break. I haven't heard anybody really have any problems with that either. Of course, I don't really pay that close attention to the Insta360 stuff. We gave it that one little try, and it just wasn't for me. Camera was heavy, and I didn't like the price of the accessories. It's just, I don't know. I do feel like watching some of the videos from it side by side with the DJI. They're definitely in competition with each other, and then there's GoPro. Like I said yesterday, is what everybody refers to as an action camera, but DJI and Insta360 have definitely done it better, in my opinion. Alrighty. Now, yeah, okay, so that's the nice thing, though, is the fact that you can leave it on the joystick controls the gimbal and zoom. Just wish they would have made it where you can actually press the screen while you're recording, but it is what it is. It's, that's just the only thing. Surprising the other zoom hasn't gotten a little bit clearer. It's kind of weird on what that control does versus the actual switching the joystick over to the zoom lever. That's different versus, pressing the little arrows when it's not recording. But I guess in a way it kind of goes to like with the iPhone and stuff, even with the OM and the Mimo app, you go out to that 5x lens, you're on it, and then you hit record. So might just be computing power, that it's, you know, I don't know. The technology blows my mind, what it can do, why things do things the way they do sometimes. So, all right, Princess cheered up a lot and took the lead when I said, let's go sniff the vet. Since she's feeling better today and happier, and she ate, so that's a good thing. Give her a couple minutes to sniff, and then we'll get little man out. All right, just real quick, I want to see detail here of the frost versus the, so that's the lossless, and same angle from the digital zoom. Yeah, I can see us playing around with this a little bit. Definitely can. Especially with the Avenger. Sometimes it's like certain things you don't need as much with the iPhone. So if I can just do it around here. That's a pretty close shot. Let's see what the clarity looks like though, with the beard and everything, which has got to be getting out of here pretty soon. I'm getting sick and tired of it, to be honest with you. The other thing they added, so if you import the footage into the Mimo app, you can now take screenshots, or out of video, you can actually take a live photo. I saw that today. That was one of the new features. Priya just tripped on the sidewalk. I think she tripped. I hope she didn't slip on ice. It's a little iffy. The ground definitely has some moisture on it from the rain yesterday. So we're gonna have to try that feature out as well. Something of Priya, maybe do a little screenshots and live photos. From what they're saying, the clarity is actually really good. I don't know if that was Danny Black. I think it might have been. I watched a couple different videos. All right, Priya, leave that boom boom alone. Come on, that's not yours. Come on, leave that alone. Oh, that would be another test we got to do. I'm gonna turn the digital zoom off right now. But actually, yeah, it's not face tracking. That's interesting. Oh well, all right. A lot of traffic this morning. Everybody's going to work. Hey, Princess, you want to go through the playground? Go through the playground? Oh yeah. I'm just happy she ate this morning and she's feeling a little bit better. I was really concerned. According to Samsung, I slept better than normal last night, which I don't feel that's accurate. But according to my app, I did sleep. I'm not sure when that was exactly, because I stayed up quite a while. Because I had my energy drink. Woo! Fast dog! I am pulled back, okay. You gotta be kidding me, I wasn't recording any of that. Alrighty, little man out. Yes, I don't know when I hit stop on the recording, but I didn't record anything I said there. But you know what? After reconsidering, I think I'll just leave that whole thing out. Then I don't really remember. I do remember part of it, but anyway. Little man out for his walk. So Priya and I, obviously we did the down and then around the vet, come back up and do the bottom, and then Mateo and I just do around the bottom and up top. So I would say it's pretty even walk-wise. I think yesterday it was like 1.74 miles. So everybody gets their exercise, and he doesn't really care to go down, and that way I don't have to try to cross the ice in the playground again, because that scares the crap out of me, especially with these little Under Armour shoes on. The other day in my outing, I did stop and check super shoes. I always like to check the clearance rack. I won't go through and buy full price. If I can get an $89 pair of Columbias or something for, you know, half price. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything that were mismatches in my size and or basically my size. Everything was like ginormous, 13s and 12s and 11s. So didn't get anything there. They had some neat ones, but then some of the ones that they've discounted from 89 down to 69, still not a bad deal. But I mean, I don't need right now. And honestly, I'm very curious on checking out, trying to find a pair of the Hokas, because Tim was having a pretty decent time on ice the other day with his. They are designated for, you know, when I guess the vibranium sole, it's supposed to give you more traction on rocks and slippery surfaces. And he slipped a few times, but he was walking up the ice path where I was trying to stay off the path altogether. Of course, getting towed by dogs is a much different, you know, beast in itself. And it's kind of funny. I was thinking about it on the way back. You know, 3 days I went with using the phone and, you know, the gimbal as a good little test, and then now today the Pocket's got an update and we were playing with it. I'm definitely much more comfortable now with the Action 5 and the Pocket 3. I don't know how I did the iPhones back in the day. And the setup time, getting in and out of the car and going on a hike, you pop it loose from the car mount and everything's connected and away you go. You don't need to plug things in, you don't need to set things up. Again, with the OM7, there is a little bit of setup. You got to get the phone on the gimbal and you got to get the mics connected. It's a little trickier than it is with the Pocket and the Action. Now, if iPhone would just come out with, you know, the ability to just Bluetooth to the native camera, it'd make things a lot simpler. Now, obviously, you can do it with the trick of screen recording with the make sure the microphones are on and then screen record with the mics while recording, and you get your audio that way. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if you forget screen record, the mic's not going to do anything for you. Chipped another screen protector. See it right there? Boy, now it is starting to. Yeah, there's a hairline going across the dynamic island too. I didn't even notice that until just now. The light hit it the right way. I tell you, these screen protectors. I have one at home. I'm going to let it ride for a few days, but I'll probably end up replacing it eventually before I go running back down. Well, I don't know if the OM7's staying, so I don't know. Maybe we will have a reason to go down one of these days and just return it and get a new screen protector at the same time. Okay, that's great. How long did that one last? 3 weeks? Alrighty, well, bed has been remade and flipped. Now I'm not leaning out of it anymore. It's actually leveled it off the way I have the blankets and stuff. Terry had actually gotten, I forget, it might have been Walmart, one of the places she got online, and identical to the last cat tree we had, but brand new one. Not broken until Mateo climbs up on it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I got a rambunctious basset hound running around the house. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you looking for? Get a basset hound. They're chill. They're mild. They don't do nothing. This dog's rambunctious as all get out. Yes, you are. What are you doing, crazy dog? Oh, now you're choking. Yeah? Oh, really? You already took a walk. Do you need another one? Do you need to go on another walk? Huh? We might. Hey, that was my hand you almost bit. I was trying to pet your head. You're trying to let me pet your teeth. You're psycho. Yes, you are. You're psycho. Yes. Can I pet you? Can I pet you? She wants to play. Well, I got some of the ice broke up and along the curb there that, you know, was piling up, and just kind of, like I said, put the cat tree together. Just got done remaking my bed. So the problem I have now is I had to remove the vacuum cleaner off of the stand here because it stuck out too far and was actually blocking the screen. So this light lines right up when it's snugged right against. So that's probably too many lights in one area, but that one we can flip on easily when we walk in the door. That one there I can flip on anytime. And of course then I have the lighting over here, plus my touch lamp over here. Got to remember this is also my recording studio in a way too, so lighting is important. Granted, it's all on this side of the room, nothing really on this side of the room, but that is what it is. I could put some Christmas lights up eventually, maybe. I don't know. I thought about doing that before and I just never did it. Oh really? Did you calm down? Now you're on Daddy's bed? Is that comfortable? Huh? Is that nice and comfy? Yeah. There's about 80 blankets underneath it now. There's not quite that many. There's a lot of blankets, though, to bring up the difference between the cushions to the arms so that the bed is freaking finally flat. But my back and my knee has been bothering me this morning so far. That's not good. Alrighty. Don't think anything else. I got to figure another place for the vacuum. I think at one time I might have hung over here, but I do have the wolf over the moon there. I think that's too tall to be over here. Really don't want to put any more nails in, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with the vacuum today. It needs plugged back in, but right now it is what it is.